This is TWiT.
I love John Gruber's review of the new Apple headphones, the Airpods Max. He says, heavy is the head that wears the Airpods Max. Have you tried them? Anybody tried them yet? Anybody got a pair of, you can't, at this point, if you tried to buy them, you'd be kind of out of luck because I think the delivery date is well after Christmas now. I think it's sometime in February. They sold out very quickly, as Apple stuff often does. So I think that, the only question that matters with headphones is, do they sound good? But we won't know that.
How good can good sound?
500.
Right?
Yeah. What is it? $550 good?
How good can that possibly sound? I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, good news. They
you
wrap
have to put them
around
on
your
top of
head.
your head.
Yeah, that's right.
You put them on top of your head.
385 grams worth.
The early reviewers say that they sound fantastic.
Yeah.
That the noise canceling is fantastic.
Yeah.
But not $200 more fantastic than the Sony MX3s or MX4s.
Or the Bose Quiet Comforts or a bunch of others.
And I love them. Like, I love my Bose.
But see, this is an Apple move, and it's, look, it's people that love Apple that are the upper echelon of their customers, the frequent flyers, the business people, the people with a lot of disposable income.
And that's why I don't trust early reviews, because those are the people who are going to say, because it's a confirmation bias. Well, I spent $550 on them. They must sound good. They're from Apple. They're beautiful. They must sound good. I don't trust that.
I'm sure they do sound good. I'm not debating the sound. I'm sure they're great. I mean, Apple, when they come out with something, it usually lives up to the hype. The $200 price tag extra that you're paying on top of these things. Like, I remember when I bought my Bose noise canceling headphones. This was 10 years ago.
Even that's
going on a trip to Japan.
Yeah.
It was like, Japan, and I was like, I need, these are so expensive. Like, oh my gosh, and they've been great. $350 at the time seemed insane. $550, you divide that by a couple of plane flights when you start, flying again, and you're a frequent traveler, and you're an iPhone person, and you have AirPods. You're going the 400, let's say.
It's $1.43 a gram. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
I would like to.
I like that you're weighing them out by gram and price, like as if it's at the supermarket.
It's $1.43
Put it in a little scale there.
Yeah, you're like scooping it out with like a shovel. Like, you're just like, all right, you want an extra? Okay, here you go.
Okay, David's got his hand raised.
I would like to formally object to everybody saying that the price of the Apple Airpods Max, which is what they're called, are $550. These headphones, incredibly, do not have an input.
There's no wire.
You cannot plug this into a seat back on an airplane. You cannot.
Oh, no, you could.
Unless
it's not
you
included.
buy Apple's adapter
right.
for $35.
Right.
So the price of the AirPods Max is correctly said to be $585.
That's a good point. If you want to wear them on a plane.
Yeah, but you're not plugging them in. You're using your iPad Pro to watch a movie. You're not plugging these things into anything.
You're using your beautiful brand new MacBook Air with M1 chip.
Well, that was, by the way, another complaint that Gruber had. These things have that thing Apple calls spatial audio, but it doesn't work with the Apple TV. Apparently, it only works.
Oh my God.
He says, so I have to watch this movie on my iPad. He said it'd be fine if I were on airplanes all the time, but I'm not on airplanes.
Like a plebe, he has to watch a movie on an iPad.
Oh, I want to watch it on my TV. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now
also,
can we talk about the case?
Yeah,
we have to talk about
that's exactly what I was going to say.
100% need to talk about that.
It
case.
looks like a brassiere for your headphones. What the hell is that? It's not properly a case. He puts it next to the Bose hard shell, which is a real case. These are just.
You have to expose the top of these things with the case on.
Where's the folding? Look. Apple, if anything, Apple has been known to have beautifully engineered things that are very clever. And it strikes me as absolutely bananas that these don't fold up as small as humanly possible and have a beautiful little case like that does something. It blows my mind, actually.
Yeah. And as Marcus Brownlee pointed out in this video,
for third-party accessories, cases.
Yeah. This case protects the part that's made of steel and aluminum that doesn't need protecting.
Exactly.
And it leaves the mesh part that needs protection unprotected.
I don't know if it protects anything. it is a so-called smart case. It's magnetic, so the headphones power down. There is no on-off switch because it's an Apple product.
I'm thinking about plumbers as I'm looking at this.
That does. Are you saying that's a plumber crack? Are you saying that?
It looks.
Now I'm never going to unsee that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm unsettled.
I can never unsee that now. You're done welcome. It. Yeah, thank you very much.
But here's what's incredible, you guys. When the AirPods came out, everybody made fun of them, says that looks like dental floss.
I know.
You know, we're going to buy them anyway.
Not me.
Doesn't matter how stupid it looks or how badly conceived.
There's no way I'm buying this.
It's got to come down in price, and it's got to fold up. I like, at least, you know, it's like these fold flat. I love the Bose folds flat, but man, I just got to fold up.
I'm not against.
I'm going to travel with them. I mean, that's the thing.
I'm not against spending a lot of money on headphones, because headphones, you could spend a lot of money on headphones, get really great headphones, and they'll still be cheaper than an expensive stereo. So I have, in fact, a very expensive pair of Hi-Fi Man headphones that I can listen to audiophile, high-quality music. And it costs more, frankly. But what you're not paying for audio quality on these. You're paying for an accelerometer and microphones and a Apple Watch-style knob. And I don't know if you're paying for audio quality on this. I don't think that they're not using planar magnetic or any of the fancy stuff. And it really bothers me that, it's really a wireless pair of headsets. So that's, by definition, not audiophile quality.
I will say this. There is one feature about this that I think is really, it's very Apple-esque. It's very clever. And I would like to see it across every pair of wireless battery-powered headsets. When I take them off, I just want them to shut off.
Right.
When I put them back on, I want them to turn on.
Like that's what you're paying for. Is the circuitry?
That seems
this
good.
thing
seems very good.
This thing has, what was it, a 6-core processor in each cup?
Remember when our giant computers used to not have that? Like, that's so weird to me. I remember building a computer in college, and like it was like a Pentium 2 or something. I was just like, now I think about it, I'm just like, wow.
Remember, you
cool.
Could,
I remember.
I used to work at like Office Depot. You'd sell the chips that you could like pop out and put the new one in.
You can upgrade the chips.
Get the newer Pentium.
This Celeron, if you pop it out, you can get the next generation. Pop it right in, and you'll get some real improvement.
Why can't I just buy an M1 from Apple and just switch it out?
When I was a kid, we had one processor, and we were happy.
Here's my favorite thing about the AirPods Max. I can't wait till the next version when they tell us all the bad things about the first version.
Yeah.
This first version didn't have this and this and this.
Just wait.
Look at all these terrible things we did last time. What were you going to say, David?
Actually, I think the thing that you were talking about is a knock against it. I mean, yes, apparently you can just pull a cup away and say, what? Oh, yes, gin and tonic. But the no power thing is a real problem, because you can't shut the power off without putting it all the way into the case.
Right.
So if you just want to take a break,
that's a huge problem.
Otherwise, it sits there on your tray table using up battery power.
See, I hate that.
It might be smart enough
I like the concept of, like, if you take it off, I just want it to shut off, and then if you put them on, I want them to turn back on. The case thing is terrible, but yeah, I want that in all headphones that I have that are battery powered, that are chargeable.
Yeah, I mean, the music does that. The music pauses when you take it off and put it on. But the headphones themselves, that's apparently, what I want. Again, I watched Marquez's video. He says you take them off, you put them on the table, they keep running for 2 hours. So I don't know if that's
that's not good.
Well, yeah, but you get 20. I mean, unless you're on a really long flight, I mean.
Well, there should be a way you could turn up the go to sleep, turn down the go to sleep time.
That would
2
be
hours.
nice.
They might be able to do that in a software update, honestly.
Yeah.
They might give that to you in a software update.
It when not in use, shut off after, and then you can set it the way you do your screen on your iPhone.
I would say that what you are paying for is, the H1 chip in each ear with 6 cores, the 8 microphones for noise cancellation, the 3 microphones for voice pickup, the accelerometer, the optical sensor in each cup, the position sensor. There's a lot of technology. But
Leo, do you argue that 11 microphones might be 1 or 2 microphones too many?
I don't know.
Just curious.
I don't know. I have to trust Apple.